Hello everyone, and welcome to the last flipped JPEG for this school year, the must-have Google hacks. We'll be discussing several things Google related to make your life easier. The first thing we're going to do is talk about signing into your Chrome web browser. Signing into Google Chrome, the browser, is different than signing into your Gmail account or your Google Drive account. In the top right corner, you'll see this guest icon. On your computer, if it says your name there, then congratulations, you have successfully signed into Google Chrome, the web browser. If you see the guest icon, you are not signed in, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at that right now. So it says right here, sign into Chrome. And the benefits of signing into Google Chrome, the browser, is that your bookmarks would be saved. So for example, if you need a video that you want to show in class tomorrow, if you are signed into Chrome at your home computer, you can access those videos if you have them saved in a bookmark folder. So we're going to go over some of those things today. So what I'm doing now is logging in with my Dayton ISD credentials and my password. And now if you'll notice, all of my extensions are going to load, but first it's asked me, do I want to link my data? And if I don't link my data, my things won't be saved. So I do want to link my data. That's really important for this process to go correctly. When I link data, you'll notice at the top it's going to take a while to load. The top right, it says my name, Brianne. And it's going to tell me all of the things that are going to sync up now. And all of my things are loading, my extensions are loading, my bookmarks are here, and I am ready to go. One thing I will tell you about logging into your Chrome web browser is that it is very important when you are done on whatever computer you go to sign out, okay? For example, if I'm teaching a training in a computer lab and I want to access these bookmarks, if I sign into Chrome, I can have everything that I have from my office computer. Okay, but when I'm done, I'm going to go ahead and click my name. I'm going to go to Manage People. And then I'm going to hover over to where I see the snowman in the top right corner. And I would go ahead and select Remove This Person. Now, I'm not going to do that now because we're just starting this session, but it is important to know that every time that you log into a computer that you do want to delete your account. When I say remove this person, it will say remove this person, delete all of the devices, and it will totally take you away from the computer that you're on. Okay, and as you can see, I am signed in because I have my name right here in the top right corner of my Chrome web browser. So that means I can access this information from any computer. Okay, what I want to talk about next is the bookmark bar. As you can see, mine is fully loaded and there is also more to the side. Okay, if you do not see your bookmark bar, all we need to do is go ahead and make it appear by clicking on your triple dots, the snowman, and right here under the word bookmark, right over here where it says Show Bookmark Bar, that's what you're going to make sure is selected. If yours is already there, you can skip this step, but we want to make sure it's selected and there's a check mark, Show Bookmark Bar. Okay. Now on my bookmark bar, I can create folders. For example, I have right here videos and flipped PD tools. I have one that has math sites that are some of my favorite math sites to go to. So in order to create a folder, I'm going to actually right click on the bookmark bar and I'm going to click on select add folder, and then I can name it anything I want. So let's say that you do units in your subject area and you want to put every website that you would like to utilize for that unit, and then we want to make sure that they are on our bookmark bar, or we can put a folder within a folder, and you have options here. So I'm going to name it Unit 1, and if you notice, it's right here. If I don't like it in this location, I can just drag it, and notice where the darkened cursor is, the bold cursor, I can drag and drop it there. Okay, now that is a folder. Now that we have our folder created, let's go to a website that we want to put into that folder. So I'm going to go to discoveryeducation.com. And once it's loaded, I can do a couple of things. I can put it in my folder, or I can just put it on my bookmark bar. So I can do it a couple of ways. I can actually take this web address and drag and drop it into the folder. Notice how it says that folder's empty, or it will tell me the things that are on here. Another way, which is simpler maybe for some people, is to click this star icon that's in the Omnibox right up here. Okay, if you click this star icon, it will tell you where do you want this to go. We want it to go in the bookmark bar, but more specifically, maybe we want it to go into our Unit 1 folder. And then once we do that and say done, and I click on this right here, notice Discovery Ed is in this folder. Let's say that I use it daily, and maybe I want it as one of these favicons, and I want to put it here because I use it so much. So under folder, instead of selecting one of my folders, I just want to click at Bookmark Bar, and it should appear directly on our page. Now I have too many icons and it's not there, okay, but if I want to, I can drag any of these things onto my desktop and make the image appear for them. Okay, and let's say this Fox News. I want to put it right here. So there's Fox News, but I know that that logo is for Fox News, that little image right there, and I want to take the name off to save space. All I have to do is edit, and I can delete that long name, or I can just type Fox News, or I can leave it completely blank if I recognize, I'd have to hit save, if I recognize the image. Okay, so some of the recognizable images on my bookmark bar is my mail icon, my Google Classroom icon, Google Calendar, this is my Google Drive, and this is Time Clock. So you can create those and delete the name in order to have quicker access for a favicon. The next thing I want to talk about is logging out of Google Sessions. It's really important for safety to make sure that you are logged out of all of your sessions. So right now I'm going to go ahead and click on my email. And in the bottom right corner of our email, there it says details. The bottom right corner, it says details. So down here where it says details, I want to click on it. And as I bring up my details, I can see every session that is up and running that I am logged into my Dayton ISD account. I can go ahead and click right here, sign out of all other web sessions. And what that will do is ensure that I have signed out. So if you go to a training or something, or you're not 100% that you signed out of the computer that you were using yesterday in the computer lab, doing this will ensure that you have signed out of all of your sessions. Okay, and again, that's in your mail if you click details in the bottom right corner. I know a lot of you guys might save your passwords, so another cool Google tip is if you go to passwords.google.com, what it will do is it will pull up anything that you have saved your password. Now, as you can see, mine didn't come up automatically because I do not save my passwords. Okay, but once you get to this screen, it's going to list any site that I have logged in with Google. Okay, it will also show you anything, and you can delete them and update them to make sure that you're secure and safe, because you don't really want to save your passwords onto the computer when it asks for you to keep your passwords there. Okay, you can also delete them from here. All right, now in Google, the image search, we are going to search for a picture, and this is a cool thing because we can actually save our image on a our computer. So if you notice, I typed in the bar South Africa, and then I can click on images and it will bring me up all of the images of South Africa. Or if I want to search for something, I can also search by voice by clicking this microphone. I'm going to allow it to use my microphone. And there's a picture of a microphone. United States. Okay. Now, once I found an image that I like, okay, I can click on it, and notice right here where it says save. If I click on that, it's going to actually save the image that I like in my Google Images. Now, how do I find that image, you may ask? Okay, in order to do that, we're going to go to google.com/save. And within there, we can have folders, and these are the images that I have saved. Look, the United States image I just saved was there. And then from here, I can decide if I want to print them or save them to my desktop or whatever. So it saves them for you if you're not somewhere where you can save your information. Another neat thing is when you're going to websites, if you don't want to hear the sounds that they make, if you right-click on the tab itself, notice where it says Mute Site. If you're on something that has advertisements or videos that play automatically, if you click Mute Site, you won't have to worry about being disrupted with sounds of crazy games or things. All right. Another thing, how many times do we close a tab on an accident? If we, to reopen a tab, let's see, I'm going to close out of this. To open it back up, all you have to do is hit Control, Shift, and T for tab, and it's going to open your last closed tab. Okay. Also, you can right-click on the tab itself. I right-clicked on this empty tab and say Reopen Closed Tab. And there it brought up my Discovery Ed, because remember I closed that one previous to my saves of my Google Images. So there's a lot that you can do with closing a tab. So click Control-Shift-T to open your last tab. Let's say, for example, that you want to make sure that you do not close out of your email. If I right-click on the tab name and I say Pin Tab, notice it's over at the front of my tabs, and it doesn't have a way to close it. I cannot close it accidentally. It's going to stay open. It will not let me close this back unless I right-click and I say unpin the tab, and then it will appear where I can close it again. So tabs that you use often, just right-click on the tab name and pin the tab, and it will not let you close out of the tab unless you unpin it. Okay, and the last thing that we want to show you is voice typing in Google Docs. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Google extension to pull up a new document. And this is really cool if you have students that are struggling writing. So I can go right here to Tools, Voice Typing, and it's going to say, if it's your first time, it'll say Allow a Microphone. I'm going to click to speak, allow my microphone. Today is going to be a great day, period. I am so excited about the new things that we are sharing with our teachers, exclamation point. New line. This tool is very, very interesting, period. And I click on the microphone again to turn off the microphone where it will not type what I'm speaking anymore. So those are a few quick Google hacks that we hope will help you get through the end of the school year. Thanks for stopping by.